Hey, how you doing? Look, I saw the premiere of the CBS show 11th Hour, and I will only say that it was a piece of right-wing, far right-wing, anti-science political bullcrap. Um, its villain, as usual, was of course somebody who happened to be rich. And I have a rebuttal for it. Actually, the rebuttal was written a couple of years ago and was originally published on blacknews.com. And it's called Our Future is an Open Letter. My dear fellow human beings, scientists now know that as we face our future, we face many trials that will threaten the very existence of the human race. From mammoth asteroids threatening to strike our planet, to extreme global warming that could cause 3/4 of human beings to die, to the very possibility that our own sun may someday expand and consume all life on the surface of our planet, the future doesn't look very promising. That's not to mention the possibility of a new ice age, or even our own universe someday ceasing its expanding to collapse on itself. If we are to have a chance to survive, it will take our greatest minds working to do their very best to deliver the information and technology needed to preserve the human race. Of course, it would be helpful if these people could live longer than the current average age. I find it remarkable that the science capable of expanding the range of human life may also be capable of curing diseases like sickle cell leukemia, prostate cancer, diabetes, diseases of the brain, and spinal injuries, just to mention a few. All of these affect all of us, including African Americans and people of color in general. However, it's this very same science that is hated by the conservative far right. I'm speaking of embryonic stem cell and cloning research. Try imagining our children no longer dying from leukemia. Try imagining no one ever suffering from the complication of diabetes. Then try to imagine our scientists living past the average age of 70 to be 100 or maybe even 125 years old. All this while still maintaining their mental capabilities of when they were in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, thus giving them the ability to continue working to save the human race. Yet, there are those of the far right who would stop such research. They need to be defeated politically. And those willing to do such research in the public, and especially in the private sectors, must be given freedom to do so. One of the things in my book, The Ballad of Dred Scott, is the actions we take from day to day not only affect our future, but also the future of others as well. Will we condemn the human race, our children, to extinction because we refuse to act now? Don't misunderstand me. This will not be easy. Another theme in my book is sometimes even when you lose, you can still win if you don't give up your dreams. My time is short, but I will say that we must teach our children not to give up on their dreams. If we can do this, then the human race could survive. And I'm going to have to go. But before I do, I'm going to read you a poem. Just a second, see if I can find it quickly. I don't guess I will read you a poem because I can't find it. Just a minute, one more second. Yes, I will read you a poem. It's called Nature's Crown. It wasn't the one I intended to read, but it's a very good poem, and it has to do with fall and early winter, which is what we're approaching. Nature's Crown. It's time to celebrate the simple joy of living. It's time to wear the crown nature will bestow, the reward of nature's way we have been learning. Let's open the gate and satisfy our yearning. Open the gate, it's time to reap what we sow. It's time to celebrate the simple joy of living. Let's reap the harvest, product of our sowing, and dance beneath the moon, its face all aglow, the reward of nature's way we have been learning. Beneath the harvest moon we shall be dancing, we'll be wearing the crown nature will bestow. It's time to celebrate the simple joy of living. Let's store the harvest. Winter will be frosting. Let's store the harvest. Save us from the snow. The reward of nature's way we have been learning. And during winter's reign we shall be singing. Live by nature's way, the crown she will bestow. It's time to celebrate the simple joy of living. The reward of nature's way we have been learning. I will simply say that as far as the election is concerned, vote the future.